everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 946 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm going to be trying out this Cargo Cosmetics Nude Beach Eyeshadow Palette. And this is a Boxycharm exclusive palette that I got in my August 2020 Boxycharm box. I'll have my unboxing video of that linked in the description down below if you want to see all of the products I got. But this is such an awesome palette because look, it's 9 neutral shades. Seriously, I feel like there's an occasion to wear this palette every single day. It's just such a go-to color scheme. So this has a retail value of $39.99. And I wanted, for the fun of it, go ahead and swatch these shades. There's a mix of mattes and shimmers. I see 7 mattes and 2 shimmers. First shade I swatched didn't show up because it's kind of hard for these light shades to show up, but whoa, that shimmer is beautiful. But all 3 of those light shades don't really show up on my skin tone that much, and they look so similar. Like they basically serve the same purpose. And they really were not all that pigmented. Let's go ahead and swatch the rest of them. The mattes have a little bit of a dry, kind of chalky texture I'm noticing as well. But I really like those 2 shimmers. Yeah, the mattes swatch kind of patchy, not super pigmented. So here are those swatches. Not super impressive, but maybe they'll be better when I apply them to my eye and use primer. So I'll try one eye with primer, one eye without. So the primer that I'm using is the Zoeva Eyeshadow Fix in Matte. So I'm just taking a tiny little bit onto my finger and applying it all over my eyelid. Okay, so this eye is primed, and now I'm gonna go ahead and I wish this palette had a mirror. For a $40 palette, you would think it would have a mirror. But so I'm gonna start out with some highlight first and using the shimmery shades. I'm gonna pick up this shimmery shade here and apply that right below the brow bone. Ooh, I love that for a brow highlight. Super bright and reflective and really pretty. I'm going to use that same shade to highlight the inner corner because it's nice and brightening. It just makes it look like there is a light shining off of my skin. All right, and so I have a lot of good base shades for all over the lid to start out. So I'm going to pick up this light shade here, and I'm going to use my finger and apply that all over my eyelid to prep the eye and kind of cancel out discoloration. This is the eye with the primer, and I feel like it's showing up nicely. It's definitely doing a good job of canceling out the discoloration on my eyelid. So I really like how that looks, even just as a no makeup type of look. Wow, and on the eye without the primer, it seems like it almost just disappears. And it doesn't cancel out the discoloration, it kind of does nothing. So using an eyeshadow primer really makes a big difference with these eyeshadows and really helps it look better. All right, so now I'm gonna build up some definition and contour to the eye. So on a fluffy brush, I'm gonna pick up this, whoa, lots of kickback, beige shade, kind of tan shade here. And I'm gonna blend that from the crease up to the brow bone. It'll be a subtle transition shade because this is a light color that doesn't show up that much on my skin tone. it does a little something. It kind of creates a little shadow effect. There is so much kickback and fallout in these eyeshadows, and I'm barely touching my brush to it, and it's just making such a mess. But the shade is easy to blend. Next, moving into the crease, I'm going to pick up the brown shade here on a smaller crease brush, and I'm putting that right into the crease. I like that I'm able to create a lot of highlight and contour effects and really play with the eye shape using these shades. So this is a great crease shade to help add definition to the eye shape. And it's easy to blend, but really not very pigmented. Like the eyeshadow look that's coming along, it's fine, it's subtle. They really are not super pigmented. I'm gonna pick up the really dark looking brown shade here to try and add some definition to the outer corner of my eye, and we'll see how dark this really shows up. I guess it looks pretty dark on the eye, so that's good. So I'm able to amp up the look and have it not be too subtle. And the shade does blend out and diffuse the color, so at first it goes on really dark, but you can diffuse the color. It's not a very easy color to work with. This one is harder to blend, and I think it takes a lot of time to work with it. I kind of liked how it looked in the pan, looked more brown, but on my eye, it really kind of looks like a charcoal shade. So I'm not crazy about the colors in this palette. I'm definitely not crazy about the formula and how much kickback there is. Blend out the edge with my larger crease brush. And then I want to use the shimmer shade in here, this one, since this is a shade that I actually really liked in this palette. The shimmery shades I like, but the rest of the shades I just feel like are not impressive. That's a really beautiful shimmer, so pigmented, so bright and beautiful. I feel like this shimmer shade really makes the eyeshadow look. Blend out any harsh lines. I like that I could turn this into a glam look. You could do a really casual daytime eyeshadow look from these shades, but also achieve a really pretty glam smoky eye. So I'm happy with the finished look. I think that this eyeshadow palette is really focused on creating shape with the eye. You're not really creating much intricate, colorful, interesting looks, but I think I was able to achieve a complementary eyeshadow look that enhances my eye shape. So I don't really see myself reaching for this palette that much, except for I like the highlight shades, and then these shades are good just for base shades. But other than that, I really wouldn't recommend this. It is a Boxycharm exclusive, so I don't think you can really buy it anywhere either. But $40, that is so not worth it. You don't even get a mirror. The shades are not an amazing quality, so kind of bummed about this, but I'm not totally bummed with my finished eyeshadow look because I think this is really pretty. For some reason, this kind of gives me wedding makeup vibes, which is pretty. So there are uses for this palette, but it's definitely not my favorite palette I have ever used or received in Boxycharm. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.